Alright, looks like we ran out of memory, so we're going to start back off. This is part 2, I guess. At the end of the last video, I was explaining how to create a lot of over unity. A lot easier without so much well, technical stuff involved. I don't know, guys. I guess you could say I'm not having such a great day. But we are the creators of our own reality, so I'm going to try and create a better reality for myself today. We'll see what happens. But what I wanted to show you guys is I've got these 3 batteries wired in series. Let's see, 850 code cranking amps, 12 volts, 850 code cranking amps at 12 volts, and it's not much. It's well, it's just a small 4-volt battery. It's only a couple hundred cranking amps compared to these. It's about half the size, probably. I'd say probably around 300 or yeah, amps per hour. So anyways, here is what I wanted to show you guys. Hang on a second. Get a phone call. Sorry about that. Hi, this is Scammer with Reward Card Services. Your current credit card... I don't have any credit cards, buddy. Yeah, okay. They always say the same thing. Trying to get you to... Well, anyways. So... what I was about to show you guys. There we go, if I can probably get this set up here. There we go. Alright. Now I'm going to take, this is all 3 batteries, 12, 24, 36. I've got negative to negative, positive to positive. Okay, not very fast. Take that off there. Go to 24 volts, that's even slower. The higher the voltage, the higher the RPM is going to be. Right now, the torque is probably so much that I bet I can't, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to tear up my tools, but anyways, the voltage is lower, so the current is higher, which means more power. When the voltage is higher, the current's a little bit lower, you know. So what happens if we have a very small motor that doesn't have to have any power to it to turn this at a high rate of speed? Well, what's going to happen is 2 things. You're going to have a motor that is now a high amp generator, even at very low speeds. Still arcing. And now nothing. So, wires are not warm, and tips are a little bit warm. But, you see what I'm saying. Now if I hook this up backwards, negative to positive, and positive to negative, what's going to happen? Well, it's just going to turn in the opposite direction. Basic, simple laws of physics. Okay. Now in the other direction, will I still have... Ugh, damn, it's stuck together. Yes, I will still have a lot, even at very low RPM. So I can turn this basically about this fast right here and charge a battery. That's pretty much about it. So as fast as it was turning just a second ago, I could probably charge about 4 batteries or 5 batteries. And I'm talking about these regular car batteries, not the little four-wheeler battery that I got there. Now, what's this good for? Well, let's see here. If you've got a motor and a generator, keeping all of the capacitance in the batteries, then you can hook up a power inverter to one of the 12-volt batteries. Yes, it's going to lose some of its capacitance, but you're not going to lose everything from all of your battery bank. I got 3 batteries. That's 36 volts. I could step it up to 90 volts or, whatever you want, but, with a buck converter or however you want to. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get at here is this little bitty wire here. You notice it's not aluminum and it's not copper. This is stainless steel. Why? Because steel, just like copper, is a ferrous material. Steel will build up a so-called electromagnetic force. That's not what it really is. It is a type of magnetic force, but it's not what you guys think it is. Now, I've showed you how to take a small DC motor, hook it up to a treadmill DC motor, and the only modification you have to do is cut the wires. Okay, now you've got a very strong DC power right there. You can hook your power inverter up to it and run your house off of it, as long as the motor in the generator is turning, or the motor in the motor, or the generator in the generator. Motors, generators, alternators. I mean, it just depends on how you wire it up, as to what you call it. Depending on how it's wired up, will give you what you want or need. So, if you need DC voltage, that right there is how you do it. If you need AC voltage, then you're going to have pulse width modulation, or you're going to have a pulsed DC, or a good square wave is what you want. A good square sine wave is what you want. For more than one reason, I'm going to show this. And I want everyone to see this, because what I'm about to say about this is very important. And I've shared the technology with a lot of people, but here today I'm going to share it with everyone. And I'm not asking for donations. No, we don't have any money. Sheila sent me $50 just out of the blue. People just know, hey, he's in trouble, I better send him some money. And then it's a person I haven't talked to in a month, oh, Thomas is in trouble, I gotta send him some money. I better send him $10. No. Sheila, what you did was you bought my baby diapers, you put gas in the car, and you bought wipes. Now, without those things, not a very happy household. We don't have to worry about food as much anymore, because, well, We're on food stamps, so. Having fun? You got all smiley faces. Alright, go help Mama. Okay. Alright, put it in the car. So, alright, kitty, you're gonna have to move here for a second. Alright, I know you're my buddy. Come over here with me. So, what do we have here? We have a, let me do it like this. We have a 212 cc's, roughly 5.5 horsepower, I think. Maybe 6 horsepower, 5 horsepower, gas motor.
Right here. Stay on the porch.
Now, gas motor, huh? Okay.
Stay on the porch.
So, this gas motor runs off of gasoline. Now, here's the thing that I want
I don't care. Go.
to don't argue with your mama. Stop arguing with your mama. Okay, thank you very much. So, the reason I'm showing this, guys, is because I modified this just a little bit, but not enough to make it illegal. Now, what you do at your house is completely up to you, and I've only got about 5 minutes left to explain this to you, and I think I can do it. Okay? Now, you take this cover off right here, and you're going to see your coil pack on there that's got a wire on it that runs up to your spark plug. Now, in order for your spark plug to produce that plasma and get that spark in that spark gap, it has to have an extremely high amount of voltage, no current or wattage, and it doesn't matter about the hertz because, well, it's not a sensitive component. It's a spark gap. All you're using it for is the flash of electricity. The higher the voltage is, the bluer the flash will be. You're not going to get a purple flash unless you use a different type of supercoil. Anyways, so the point I'm getting at right here is motors are made for more than one coil pack. Underneath this right here is another place for a coil pack. Now, why is that important? Why would that even matter? Well, there's a magnet that rotates around this on a spindle. Here it is, right here. This is the identical, exact same one. Okay, now this rotates right behind this plate. This magnet spins around and around a whole bunch of times, and every time it passes that magnet, it fires a very high voltage, and that goes to the spark plug. And of course, the other side of the coil is grounded to the frame. So, you have a complete circuit. Frame, coil, end of the spark plug, other end of the spark plug is on the frame. Inside there, you have both where they join, the center tap of the spark plug, and the outside negative of the frame. And that's where the spark gap goes. Now, what good is this going to do me? What is all this information that you're telling me good for, Thomas? Well, let me tell you this right now. A hydrogen system does not run off of amperage. Matter of fact, the more amps you have, the less effective you're going to get. The higher the voltage, the less resistance. Now, you don't need water that has sodium bicarbonate in it. That's all smoke and feathers, so you can drop the voltage down a little bit. But the secret to it is the hertz. Now, you've got this motor right here. Okay, you can put an extra coil pack off of it. I've got an extra one. I just don't have it put on there yet. And you could build a hydrogen cell with a bubbler on it. Stainless steel plates. I showed this, guys, In one of my previous videos, it shows exactly how to build this. I took some stainless steel plates, put them on the negative, stainless steel plates, put them on the positive. They're separated by a 3/8 inch gap. So, alright, now I've got my hydrogen cell. I need something to power it. 13.8 megahertz. Anyone that's a scientist or physicist is not going to know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're going to say, hey buddy, I don't know why you said that online, because, well, they're coming to get you. So let's see. We get a extremely high amount of voltage, no current, and 13.8 megahertz. What do you have? An unlimited source of power. You polarized 1 billion parts per 1 billion parts of the molecules in the water. You control the water. The water wants to separate the hydrogen from the oxygen. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. Well, you burn the hydrogen in your motor and the oxygen is expelled out of your tailpipe. So I'm burning this motor all day long, and oh, I'm polluting the air with all this oxygen. Very bad thing, right? Okay. Now, what else I could do is I could take this generator head right here, and I'll take the end cap off of it. You've got a alternate current bridge rectifier. Then you've got your stator coil pack, 2 coils. Well, you know what? How about I just